Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And with the power of video editing and all this good stuff, here we are today because of my goof up and forgetting to add the audio. Anywho, guys, we're going to make our way to the north, where we're going to start making our way to Snowhead. Go ahead and talk to the guard up here, and he will eventually allow you through to the next section. Alright, so once we make our way into Termina Field, we are going to go ahead and go to the right, slash up the bushes, and get all the goodies that are available. So all the bombs and the arrows. Because we are going to need arrows and bombs for the upcoming section. Alright, so once we get all that, go ahead and get your arrows and bows equipped, and either the blast mask or the bombs. Go ahead, jump off the ledge. I'm going to go ahead and play the song on the wall over here. This is going to be the song from the Ocarina of Time, the Prelude of Light. And I played it fantastically, but unfortunately I only still get a few rupees out of that. Go ahead, if you want to destroy the Dodongo, you can. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of tease it. Make your way up the ramp, and I'm going to get lost, as you can tell, because apparently I think the ramp going up continually is somewhere else, but obviously it is not. You're going to see a bunch of ice. Do not touch it like I am fixing to, because you get frozen over just like this. Anywho, you're going to get your bow, you're going to shoot the ice sickle above. It's going to shake, kind of give you that false hope. Shoot again, and it's going to fall down, breaking all the ice into millions of pieces. Ooh. Go ahead and go into the next section of the area. So now this is going to be the road, I guess you could say, to the next portion. I don't know, it doesn't really have a particular name. This is going to be a Tektite. This was in the previous game, Ocarina of Time. Kind of like a fuzzy little spider creature that jumps up and down. Kind of really weird, but you know. Go ahead, slash up all the little goodies if you need any extra stuff. Make your way on up. Get your bombs or blast mask ready, and we're going to blow up some stuff after we get done. Destroy this Tektite. Grabbing the rupees because we do need rupees. Yay! Alright, so go ahead and blow this up. Remember, if you are using the blast mask, you're going to make sure you defend, and that way the explosion is in front of the shield and not behind it. Go ahead and climb your way on up. I mean, you would think that Link would do better, but obviously not. Don't ask me what I was fixing to do here. I guess I was thinking I was going to warp somewhere. Anywho, so we're going to make our way upwards. There's nothing else that we get to blow up. Darn. Go ahead and make your way to the next section. I just have one quick thing to say. How is this a village? There's only one building. Anywho, go ahead, just make your way on through, ignoring the building, and you see the Goron off to the left. Ignore him too. There is nothing that we can do with him. There's also an owl statue over there right next to him. I unfortunately forget to slash it up, so go ahead and slash that up and make your way on to the next area, because we cannot do anything in this section at this very moment. Alright, so this is going to be the road to the Goron village. We got some Tektites we get to destroy if you want to destroy it. If not, go ahead and make your way on through. The next enemy we get to meet is going to be a white Wolfos. Now, we actually fought these in Ocarina of Time. They were just regular Wolfos with dark fur. They're actually also on the road to not Snowhead, the road to Southern Swamp. We actually didn't meet any of those. go ahead and shoot Tingle down. That way we can get our next map, which is going to be the map of Snowhead. We are so lucky, yay. Alright, go ahead and, we already got the map to Romani Ranch, so all we need is the map to Snowhead. Go ahead and get that purchased, and we are going to continue on to the Goron village. Alright, so ignoring the white wolf is just going to pop up here, because every time you come in and out, they just kind of respawn, so just kind of ignore them as we come through. They serve no purpose other than to get in the way. Alright, so here in Goron Village, we're going to make our way to the right down the slope, and to the back there is a floating thing out in the back. I don't know how it does that, but sounds interesting. So we're going to come around the corner, and OMG, we're going to see the owl. No! And ooh, a floating shadowy thingy? Anywho, talk to the owl, and he's going to be excited that we are here, and he kind of gives us a little brief info on what's going on with Snowhead. And if we are brave enough, we are going to follow him across to the floating abyss over there. So don't be distraught with what is fixing to happen. He is going to molt in the middle of winter. Sounds like a problem. Anywho, we're going to follow him. Those feathers are going to land on something which allows us to jump across. Just be careful not to slide and fall off into the great abyss. Not that I've done that before. Anywho, you just need to be quick, because once those feathers actually land, there's a short time frame between the time they land and then they disappear. So once you've made it across, he's going to congratulate you and tell you to go inside to go get the next item, which allows you to see things that are unseenable. If you remember in the previous game, Ocarina of Time, this was going to be the Lens of Truth. So that's what we are going to get here. I'm just grabbing some bombs, like I really need all these giant bombs. Alright, so with the Lens of Truth now, we actually get to see the unseen. So once we leave the shrine, we will actually be able to see what we were jumping on. Slash out the bushes if you need any green magic potions, and go ahead and exit on out. Not without getting your Lens of Truth ready, of course. Alright, so now that you can see that we have these floating blocks that are just kind of there. That's what Anywho, go ahead and jump across, and we see this floating Goron here, and he's going to be surprised that we are actually able to see him, and he wants us to follow him, so we are going to go ahead and do so. So, theoretically, if I was playing this normally, I would just go ahead and go all the way to the very end, but for walkthrough purposes, I'm going to exactly show you what we need to do from here. So we're going to go all the way to the entrance of Goron's village, where he is going to meet us there, and we're going to use our Lens of Truth to interact with him, and he will actually float onwards, progressing to the next section of the area. There's going to be some Tektites around here, so if you want, you can destroy them, or not. You can just kind of mosey your way along. Up here, I'm going to destroy one of them, just because it's going to be fun, because they're actually on ice-ishness. Alright, so go ahead and interact with the floating Goron, make him progress into the next section. Alright, once you're here, go ahead and interact with him again. He's going to float to the entrance going into Mountain Village. Just ignore all the enemies here. Again, no need to fight them. They just keep coming back. Alright, so once we get into this section here, we're going to ignore where he is floating to, and we are actually going to make our way over to the owl statue where I kind of forgot to slice up-ish. Alright, so now that we have done that, we are going to go ahead and make my way up to where the Goron has floated his way on to. Go ahead, jump across these. Just make sure that you do a rolling jump towards that second platform here, just because, like, I just fell. Yeah. Alright, so once we start climbing, as you can see, we're going to go right, and then we're going to climb some more, then we're going to go to the left, then we'll climb again, make your way to the right once we get to the next junction, and then we're going to climb up the rest of the way. Alright, so for here you're going to see two Gorons. You can ignore them if you want. I'm going to go ahead and talk to them. They're going to say that they were placing the tombstone for their leader, Dermonti. We're going to actually learn more about him when we get into the area. So, go ahead and make your way. Well, first we're going to actually interact with him, and then we're going to make our way into the cavern. Okay, so from here, go ahead and interact with the floating Goron. He's going to let us know that his name is Dermonti, and that he is, I guess you could say, the leader, one of the leaders of the Gorons in this area. I thought Dermonti was, or Darunia from Ocarina of Time was the leader of the Gorons, but I guess there's different leaders for every section. But anywho, when he was alive, he was marching his way off to Snowhead to figure out what was the cause of the blizzard that was blowing from Snowhead, but unfortunately he got blown off the edge and died. Such a sad, sad tale. So he wants us to use his magic, or our magic in a sense, to bring him back to life. Well, we can't technically do that, but we can heal his sorrows by playing the Song of Healing. So go ahead and whip out your ocarina, play the Song of Healing, and we're going to get this lovely little ordeal here. Alright, so we received the Goron's mask, which actually has the spirit of Germani in this mask. So, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, folks.